How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the vlog, and in today's video we've got to ultrasound some females. I need to check out the holdback females to see basically all I've been doing is feeding them. They're ready, they are ready, so I need to look at the holdback females to see which ones are going to make it into the breeding team for the 2026 season. The other thing I need to do is look at the lineup of males and see what we're going to do. I've already got some. If you go into our morph market store, you'll see, if you look at my pairings and the breeding side of things on morph market, you guys will be able to see what I'm pairing or what I've started to put together. I need to concentrate and do some more of that. So ultrasound some breeding females, check out some holdback females, check out the male lineup, and add some more animals and print labels, add some more animals to the morph market collection and print some labels. It's quite a bit to do, but we're going to crack on in this video. So again, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe please. It's free, costs you nothing, and also smash that notification bell so you know when I upload. I'm trying to upload every Wednesday, so yeah, trying to upload every Wednesday, and also share the videos. I appreciate the love and support. Okay, but for now, let's get into today's vlog. Let's check out some animals. Let's go. So the first female that I've ultrasounded is a chocolate clown with a possible other gene attached. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I'm going to breed her back to her father, which is a spot-nosed chocolate something het clown. And as we can see already, first one out the gate is just under 14 millimeters or 14 millimeters. That's how I do my readings. I do a cross section and then take an average. So the average is 13.9. we can say they're as small as 13.7 or as big as 14.2, but I like to do it twice so we get an overall average. So she's 14, so that's perfect. First female, first follicle development. Awesome. So this one I'm excited about. This is early days. This female is at 10 millimeters, and you can see we've got them there all lining up. Now this is a leopard super bang posset clown female, and I have two of these females. Yeah, I'm not going to say what the other one's going to, but it's going to be crazy. But this one in my head is crazy enough. This is being bred to just a puzzle male, so we'll get bangs and leopard bangs, all 100% het puzzle posset clown. I'm not too bothered about the clown because, you know, the clown and the puzzle kind of don't work, but you never know. Bang could be the gene that makes the puzzle clown worth doing. So that one's early days, but we're excited about that one. So this girl is basically done. I'm going to put the male in one last time. This is a beautiful Pastel Mojave GHI clown female, and she's been locking with the, now we know, is the DG Exantic Het Cryptic. Again, refer back to my last video to look at those babies. This male, this pairing will be on morph market. I've just wet her down just to give her some more hydration. But this girl is basically done. I'm going to put the male in one last time tonight. Oh, well, the next stage for her is clutch of eggs. So this is awesome. So I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but I've just added that pairing to my morph market, and it's public, so you guys can go ahead and keep an eye on that one if there's anything you'd be interested in at a later date. So that's a DG Exantic Het Cryptic to the Pastel Mojave GHI clown, and it's all good. It's not a bad pairing, it's good. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about the Whitesider project. I've covered this in other videos before, but I might as well go quickly over it again. What is the Whitesider? The Whitesider was a project that was born from what I believe to be a yellow belly that I got from an import shipment which came to a reptile shop in Birmingham, which I was able to go down and pick a few animals from that import. And one of the animals I picked was a yellow belly. Now, I was after a yellow belly because being around people like Ralph Davis and Kevin from Nerd, you know, Ralph had his line of yellow belly, which was the Goblin, and Kevin had Bling yellow belly, which was their line of yellow belly. So I wanted a yellow belly, and when I went to look at the shipment, that's kind of what I was looking for. I picked up an original animal which I was convinced was yellow belly. It got a beautiful orange belly, real bright, vibrant, really wacky patterns, and it just looked nuts. Grew that male up, bred it to my original Voltra female. She laid 10 eggs and 5 slugs. She normally gives 10 eggs or 15 eggs, or like 10 eggs and 5 slugs, or 12 eggs and 3 slugs. She always gives me 15. Anyway, 10 eggs, 5 slugs. 4 of those were calico looking animals, and it really blew me away because the original dad didn't look anything calico. And then when I looked back at the original male, I could kind of see how he was potentially a low white calico. Anyway, fast forward, I continued to breed those animals and make what I now deem to be Whitesiders. And it is, I believe it is a calico line, so I call it a Balls to You calico line. However, I didn't buy it as a calico, so I can't really call it a calico, because if it makes something that's not what a calico combo should be, then it kind of throws everything off. So anyway, fast forward to today, I'm still working with the project. I know there's a few people out there who have made some amazing stuff with it, so I want to do a comparison video when we look at a calico versus a Whitesider. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this animal here is a calico, and as you can see, typical calico traits, sort of a weird pattern, and you've got the whites coming up, and you've got some beautiful coloration. I really love the fact that with calico it can create some crazy looking animals, and it's still very untapped. Considering it's one of our oldest genes, or one of the oldest combos, it's still very untapped. And again, you've got this beautiful pattern there. So yeah, that's a calico. That's a calico from a calico line. Now, let me show you a Whitesider that's just shed out, and hopefully you can see somewhat rather difference. So this is a Whitesider. So a Whitesider, how it differs from a calico, as you can see, the patterns are different, very similar but different. Okay, again, the Whitesider just tends to have more punch. It's just more. Okay, we do get this, there's no hepide, so anyone that thinks there's a hepide marker, you can get that with calicos, but with the Whitesider stuff it really is more. Okay, so it's more. Again, the size difference between these two animals, it's kind of an unfair comparison, but I wanted to show you at a hatchling how much this already pops compared to a sort of like an animal that's a couple of months old, and you can see the color difference already. So you can imagine when this starts to feed and starts to get to this size, it's going to look way better, in my opinion, than the calico line. So the Whitesider itself, for me, is a fantastic line of calico, and that's exactly what it is. I don't sell it for, you know, massive amount of money. I'm not trying to make money off it. What I am interested in doing moving forward, because I do believe this is the way the industry is going to go, is it's all about lineage, buying with your eyes. And I've said this before in many videos, many podcasts, you know, buy with your eyes, not the price tag, and that will obviously do you well in the future. I've always said you've got to buy with your eyes, and if you've got this animal and that animal, you imagine when this is this size, I'm confident you're going to want to buy this one, because this will just outshine this one. So I'm going to put these guys away, and I'm going to show you a Pastel Whitesider, and just show you how stunning the Pastel Whitesiders are. Unfortunately, I don't have a Pastel Calico, but you can look them up on Google or Morph Market and see for yourself. Anyone that I've showed these to, including the Pastel Whitesiders, have all said that the Pastel Whitesider is something that they haven't seen before. So we're looking at quality versus you know, the quality of the genes that are completely different. So this is why it's called Whitesider. It's probably not the best name, but it's the name I just saw when they came out. They've got white sides, so Whitesider. But yeah, so there you have it. So I'm going to put these away and we're going to look at a Pastel Whitesider. So we hit 4 Pastel Whitesiders in this clutch. This was a Whitesider bred to a Pastel Sahara, and just look at how white, and all this peachy sort of oranginess will all turn white. These have literally not long shed out, but these are, in my opinion, just beautiful, absolutely amazing. The Sahara is Crystal Palace's line of DG, or Noah's line. It came from Africa. It is a DG, or it's compatible with DG, let's say. So we have ourselves some Whitesiders which are Het DG or Het Sahara, the Sahara line. And again, just for me, looking at lineage, I want to keep it Sahara, so I don't really want to make DG Saharas. I want to make more Saharas. So I will sex these and find out whichever one's a male. We'll put that back to the mum and we will make some Whitesiders and Pastel Whitesiders which are Saharas. But just look at the quality, in my opinion, it's only my opinion, of the Whitesider Pastel and the contrast. Now you imagine you know, if we can get some other genes in this, like acid, or even I have made a black pastel, sorry, a blackhead Whitesider, and it did look really nice. Again, looking at all the stuff I've seen online, there are pastel calicos out there which do look great, but I do believe that the Pastel Whitesiders just are very consistent in making beautiful animals. So moving forward, if you're in the industry and you're looking to better your collection, always go for quality over the price tag. So look for the quality expressions of animals. So here's an update on some Whitesider stuff. Obviously you guys just saw parts of the Whitesider stuff with the versus the calico. I want to show you some updated stuff now that I haven't hatched, that actually some of my customers have hatched and good friends have hatched. So this is what we believe to be an asphalt Whitesider. So it came from either a hurricane or a hurricane split freeway, or a split freeway to a Whitesider animal, and K&C produced this, and when I saw it I just said, look, I've got to have that animal. So it's either yellow belly or asphalt. There's no het pied involved, but you can see this crazy ringer. And again, we've seen stuff like this from the Whitesider before regarding the ringer. So I believe, speaking with Kay, we believe this is potentially an asphalt Whitesider as opposed to it being a yellow belly Whitesider. And just look at all this crazy speckling, and look at all the fluorescent orange around the outline, around the alien heads. It just looks absolutely nuts. In person, this is just phenomenal. So I really am digging this combo. So let's look at some more Whitesiders. So this big female I produced way back in the day. This is a Pastel Whitesider Bamboo Het Clown, and I sold this over to Ash, over another bearded snake guy, and I knew at the time when I sold it I'd regret it, and I did. And he made some amazing babies with this female, to the point where I said to him, dude, I've got to get it back. Ash is moving away. He's moving to Australia, and I wish him all the best for him and his family. So I quickly snagged this adult back as an adult, and I also managed to get hold of her beautiful babies. This, for me, you may like or dislike bamboo, but I really think the bamboo works very well with a Whitesider. And what we do see occasionally with a Whitesider, I don't know if you can see, you get like little earphones like what you'd get with the Adder gene. The Whitesider for me is proving to be very different from other calico lines and other sugar lines. I believe sugar and calico are different. I believe it does different things. You get different results from different combos. Very similar, a bit like butter and lesser, but you just get a different reaction. Now, I believe this is very similar to like a Barnard line, black pastel versus black pastel. You get the animals kind of do the same thing. So this, the Whitesider and the calico kind of do the same thing, but the Whitesider has a completely different pattern. It's more expressive. Again, beautiful female. Looking forward to making some stuff with her in the future. I'm not sure which way we're going to go and what we're going to do, but we'll have a think about it. But I'm just super pleased she's back at the HQ. So here's another female Whitesider I managed to get back, again from Kay and Chris. I produced this female and sold it to them. This is actually hexaxanthic, and the hexaxanthic has actually darkened down the animal. But look at the pattern again. It's not like your typical calico, where a calico is more like this. The Whitesider seems to be melting the patterns together. And again, with this female, she was only a small female when she hatched, but she's got those earphone type markings on the side of her head, which is super cool. This female will be breeding for me this season. I'm not sure what to do with her yet. We may breed her to a DG Xanthic, Het Cryptic. I don't know, but I'm so pleased again just to get this female back into the HQ and just work some more Whitesider combos. So these haven't long hatched, but I'm going to show you what they are. So this is a Hurricane Whitesider het clown, and look at the Whitesider, what it's done regarding, it's complemented the Hurricane. It's filled in those alien heads and it's given a beautiful belly pattern. Again, a fantastic female for the collection. I'd love to make some more males. Again, this was made by Ash over another bearded snake guy, but this is how Hurricane and Whitesider interact, which again I think is absolutely amazing. Beautiful. So here's another one from that clutch, and this is, as you can see, a Hurricane clown, but this is a Hurricane clown Whitesider, and look what the Whitesider's done. We know the clown's taken away the white from the Whitesider, but it's clearly evident that the Whitesider is still involved. And again, you can see the belly coming through, the Whitesider breaking it up, trying to give us that sort of unique ringer as always. But this is Ash's favourite, and it's very easy to see why. The reds and the oranges are just so crisp on this one, and I'm super excited. Again, this is a female, so I'm super excited to see how this grows, and we will do some updates on these once they've had a few more feeds. But again, just a stunning example, and just crazy how we can use the Whitesider to influence our clown combos. It may not show the white through, but it is definitely helping with the colour palette. But I'm going to show you a combo next that will show the white through the side in a clown. So here we have the Whitesider Hurricane Bamboo clown, and again, look what the bamboo has been able to do with the Whitesider in the clown and actually show the white coming through. I am really excited when I saw this. This one's my favourite, and again, we've all got our own. This one gives me more ideas what we can do. Like for example, we could put a nice black outline around there with leopard or with acid, and again we can really isolate those whites with leopard or acid and make it stick out, so we'll have like a highly contrast clown using bamboo, but also using Whitesider to give it this crazy melting whiteness around the side. So I was really shocked when Ash sent me the pictures over of these three, and I was just definitely convinced that there was more to do with the Whitesider than what I've been currently doing with it. And it's been so fantastic to see other breeders making some amazing stuff, which is again inspired myself to buy back animals that I previously sold and just buy some animals back that they actually made themselves. So I just think it's absolutely awesome. But there we go. There's a real quick update on some of the Whitesider stuff that we've got coming and moving forward in the near future. So this girl is definitely not far off lane. I've probably showed this off on another video, but this is the Ultramel Sunset female that I first produced. She is about to drop. You can see she's got some beautiful colours still, but she's full of eggs. So I'm super excited for that pairing. That was a stranger clown to the Sunset Ultramel. She's just full of eggs. She's due to drop in the next 10 days, so I'm excited for that one. So basically we've gone through, I've ultrasounded most of the females. What I need to do is rearrange my rack system. So what I like to do is, if I'm breeding, let's say the puzzle male is breeding 3 females, I like to put them all in order, so I know they're the puzzles, that'll be the paints, that'll be the monsoon, that'll be the sunset, if you get my drift. So I like to organise it like that. So I've got to go through and do all that. So I need to move some tubs around, have a change around. There's some females which I have sold, which are leaving the breeding team. There's some that are for sale, like an Enchi Asphalt. If she sells, great. If not, then I'll keep her and probably do something with her, because who doesn't like asphalt stuff? Let's face it. So we can always do something with that one. We've got a lesser yellow belly, a lesser leopard, either yellow belly or redhead or both, for sale on my morph market. We've got leopard yellow belly posset clown. Now I kept 2 of these back because there's potential strangers in the mix and they look very different, so I have got them up for sale. I can't keep them all. Enchi Spectre is up for sale again. Spectre, a very underrated gene, fantastic gene itself, makes some amazing stuff. Just simple 2 gene female. We've got an Enchi Leopard yellow belly Pos special. She's stunning. Just really vibrant, beautiful female. Got an Enchi yellow belly Calico for sale. Just some real simple stuff that I no longer need, that I need to let go. Lesser leopard blackhead het clown, just some stuff like that. I've just got no plans for it. So if you are interested, head over to my morph market, link in the description box below. Go and have a look. I'm happy to do multiple deals with multiple females. If you're just starting out and you just need some breeder females, hit me up, I can help you. Breeder males, now the up to here is what I have available to use in my breeding army. However, we also have these males down here, you can't quite see, but under the table we have those that are potentially ready as well. So we need to go through the breeder males and we need to work out what I'm going to use. Well, I'm not going to use the Exantic DG Het Cryptics already in with that female. As you saw in the video, we've put them together. We've got some Mandarin stuff we need to breed. Yellow belly paint is up there somewhere. You're there, he's there on the video. There, he's there. He's going to go and see some females. I'm not sure what to do with him. Do I make some more double hets, breed into an Ultramal, some lavender stuff? I don't know, let me know in the comment box below. Or do I just go codon with him and breed him to something like a blackhead combo and just make some blackhead yellow belly het paint combos sort of things. The one thing I do want to breed to him, and I'm thinking I'm going to breed him to this season, is the VPI clown. That one could be interesting. Yellow belly paint VPI clown. Yeah, could work. So there we have it, guys. A real simple, real short, quick vlog of what I've been doing, getting the breeding season ready, getting all my pairings ready, trying to figure out what we're going to do, where we're going to go, what we're going to take things in different directions. And I'm super excited for the 2026. We've got some Barnard Line Black Pastel stuff being bred to the Monsoon, and also the puzzle stuff. Yeah, it just never stops, guys, never stops. So my OCD got the best of me, and I started rearranging the breeder wall into regards projects, so in project sections. So this is just big female, so there's bits and bobs there. So this is like the Ultramel Clown stuff. We've got the NR Mandarin stuff here. We've got the Yellow Belly Paint stuff, or the Paint Sentinel project here. We've got the Puzzle project stuff here. Then we move over and we've got the Monsoon stuff going on here. And then we've got some Bang stuff going on here. Whitesider stuff here. Ultramel Sunset stuff here. Then we move over onto the bits and bobs projects. So we got obviously the Rhino stuff here as well. We've got some MJ Pied stuff. We've got some Saxon stuff up there. Then we move over into Mel stuff. This is her like Candy Pied, Candy Clown Pied, and Dark Nova stuff here. So and some of the clown stuff as well. Then again over here we've got just some for sale females down on this row, so I know what's for sale and what I'm not going to use. And then this row here I've just got to sort out and organise, and maybe a bit here. So we're getting there, we're getting ready for the 2026 breeding season. So I'm super excited to see what we hatch. I'm super excited to see what goes and what combinations we can make. Let me know in the comment box below, guys, what you're excited about. What's your projects this year that you're looking forward to hatching? What is it you're going for? What's your favourite project? If you're in the project, or if you want to get in the project, put a comment in the comment box below and let me know. And again, guys, if you've really enjoyed these videos, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and also giving me a thumbs up so I understand you like this sort of video. But for now, guys, I hope you're all well. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.